Hey guys, this is Hi. I'm here with Leonix. He's from SK. He's gonna interview me about our win against Gravity just now. I don't really know what else he's gonna ask me, but I'm sure he's got something up in his mind to ask me. Right? Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, Hi. Well, I'm going to start off with your opponent today, which was Gravity. If you did not know that, were you afraid of the Rumble pick, that kind of like his Keane's champion pool?
I didn't even know they were gonna play Rumble mid. I assumed that'd be a Rumble top and he'd like bust out like a Fizz or something versus my side. But when they picked that right, I'm like, Rumble mid. And I've done the match a couple times as Zed, and it's pretty much always gone in my favor. And I think Rumble can win the fight if like Zed does like a bad fight. But like Zed chooses when he gets to fight, and obviously Rumble's very vulnerable to ganks. You can kind of just kill him from halfway across the map. So it's just like we camped him early game when he didn't have flash and got kills off of that, and try to push that advantage over. And Rumble mid may not be coming to solo queue near you. Maybe.
Is that something that you have to take in consideration when coming against, I guess, other mid laners in the NALCS, or specifically Keane? What's your opinions and thoughts on him?
Keeping what into consideration? Rumble mid?
Well, is the champion picks, the wide champion pool. Hecarim mid, I don't know, the crazy Urgot mid.
Right, so we had Vladimir and Urgot banned and Hecarim, so like we have these random champions banned, but he decides to bust out another random champion. And like players can keep champions hidden, like you can practice them on secret accounts. There's like no way you'll figure out that they play it. Like I had no idea they play Rumble, but generally speaking, you try to keep track of what your opponents are playing, so that way nothing is a curveball at you. But sometimes they can still throw one.
I know that you guys actually are returning back from IEM in the past couple of weeks. I know that this is not your first time going 0-2 at an IEM tournament. You've said before, we've come back stronger every single time. What did you take from the whole international experience? Is this going to be the revitalization of Cloud9?
I don't think we learned that much from this tournament, just because we didn't get to play that many games. Our first game was kind of just what's a different word for that? It was basically a shit fest, and there's like nothing to really learn from that other than like things like outside the game, like your mental aspect going into, like things you can try to prepare yourself better. As far as the second game goes, it's just we learned from that game. Obviously, we got to learn more about like understanding how, if we're strong or if we're not strong, and what to do with our strengths. So we learned things from there, but we didn't get to play like enough over there for us to like take back a lot. And it is a learning experience, obviously, but it wasn't as great as it could have been since we didn't perform that well.
It's a first international tournament coming in to like the actual meat and potatoes of season 5. Do you think, with your knowledge and experience in the international scene, this is a good? Was IEM World Championships a good strength and of gauging of strength of individual regions?
I don't even know. Like, if you talk to a lot of different people, a lot of people will say IM was a weird tournament in the sense that there were a lot of upsets and teams didn't perform to expectations. Other teams performed over their expectations. So for some regions, obviously people will be happy for how they performed. Like China, the 12th place seed in their region got like second at IM, so they're obviously happy about their results. And people that like China will like say it's good. People that like America will say it's a good tournament for us just because TSM got first. People that like Korea will say it's a crap tournament that didn't show anything because GE Tigers like fluked. So it's just like depending on who you ask, people will say different things. But I think the tournament was just weird. I don't know if you measure many strengths off of that, just because I feel like we need more games with different teams for you to be able to fully understand the strengths of the region.
So obviously TSM winning IEM World Championships, they're coming back. Do you think they're gonna have like that same kind of issue like when you guys kind of won IEM San Jose and kind of got this laid back experience coming back into the NALCS?
I don't really think they'll be laid back. Reggie's pretty harsh on them if they try to like slack off or anything. He's always like not on their case, but he's just making sure his players are motivated. And they're generally speaking, they're not complacent with how they are either. I know I've talked to them before, and they say they want to win worlds, so they're doing like everything they can. They're picking the scrim partners carefully so that they don't have wasted scrim practice and stuff like that. So they're just doing the best to try and get better. And like winning IEM is obviously not enough for them because they want more and more and more. So I don't think they'll get complacent.
I noticed that Lemonation and the bot lane is pulling out some different supports and these days Nautilus support. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't even remember where he got the knowledge support from, but I just remember him trying a lot. Went well for him in solo queue. He played a lot, and he was pretty confident in it being a good pick. So he just tried it out, and it worked well. And it's like a champion that fits his playstyle really well. So if anyone on our team tries something and it goes well for them in solo queue, they play like 10, 15 games and it goes generally well, we're more than willing to try things out. Like, that's what practice is for. You get to find what's good, what's bad, and improve on what you already know of. So sometimes you'll have to focus on trying new things, or times you focus on just working on what you already know. So we spent time on working on Nautilus, and it was worth it.
This is the first time that Cloud9 is actually not in the first top 2, or even number 1 in NALCS. Is this going to be like a new thing for you coming into the playoffs? Should we be expecting, Cloud9 has the experience of like the endurance game of winning best of 3s and best of 5s now. Is this sort of be expected from Cloud9?
Well, I'm not sure. Time changes. No one's ever the same. People change, teams change, just everything changes. So to say that we'll be able to play playoffs like the last few times we did is probably not like a fully correct statement. Obviously, we've been faltering and we're not as consistent as we have been, and we're looking to do things like fix that and just get better. And it'd be great if we could just have a great playoff run where we don't lose a game, but it's unlikely, and we just want to do our best here. If we can take first, that'd be amazing. If not, we'll do our very best to get it.
What about your wrists? Is that a handicap for you, or is it kind of like weights being hyperbolic time chamber coming out, or what's going on with that?
I don't really know. If I couldn't wear this stuff, that'd be amazing. This is like new. It's like some kind of like kinesio tape. I don't even know. But it's supposed to act as like a second tendon because like my wrist and like above my hand get inflamed. So this is supposed to like help it out a little bit. And I wouldn't really say it hinders my performance. I don't really want to use like as an excuse or anything. So it's just whatever. I got used to playing with it. It's fine. And I don't know if it's gonna make me like super good if I come out of it or anything, because I think I'll play the same anyway. But I'd prefer not to have this on if possible, but I don't have that choice.
Any shout outs, Ty?
Yeah, thanks for the interview, man. As always, appreciate everyone for watching. And I wanted to say something. So people are still messaging me about that Vice documentary about like calling me an asshole and stuff, and I feel like that's not fair, because I did go look for that guy to try and find and do an interview with him, and he pieced out, and he like made the interview make me look bad. So some people understand that, but I'm getting like a lot of tweets about people just calling me like an asshole and stuff, and I'm just like, come on, man. I do a lot of interviews, and I wasn't trying to like blow him off or anything, so I don't know. It's not my fault, dude. I'm sorry.
I saw that Vice interview. I was like, that is not high. So that, I guess that clears that up for the Vice interview. I have opinions about that that documentary myself, but
we can leave that for another day.
All right. Well, if you want any more coverage just like this, be sure to check out SK Gaming. Like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, till next time, guys.